All right, let's dive into a world where high tech meets heavy machinery.
Sounds exciting.
It is. We're talking asset operations management, or AOM.
AOM, okay.
If you're in an industry that depends on physical assets, think oil and gas, mining, utilities, this is for you.
Got it.
We're talking about potentially revolutionizing how you manage and operate everything. Mm-hmm. And the numbers, they're impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah, the potential of AOM is, it's huge. You know, it's not just about fancy new tech. Right. It's about tackling those really tough challenges these industries face.
Yeah, for sure.
Things like those sky-high operational costs.
Yeah.
The nightmare of unplanned downtime. Those data silos, it's like everyone's speaking a different language.
It's like a puzzle, but you're missing half the pieces. Yeah. So how does AOM actually fix these problems?
Well, AOM, it brings everything together in this collaborative platform.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine one central hub where engineering, maintenance, operations, they can all work together seamlessly using smarter decisions.
That makes sense, bringing everyone together. But what are the core components of AOM?
Think of it as a three-legged stool, okay? First leg, composability, building these adaptable solutions by combining, existing capabilities with the latest advancements.
I see.
Second, we've got the power of AI and machine learning. Actually starts learning from data, predicting failures, optimizing processes, even automating tasks.
It's getting smarter as it goes.
Absolutely, yeah. And finally, we have digital twins.
Digital twins, okay.
Virtual replicas of your physical assets so you can run simulations and analyze performance safely.
Like a virtual crystal ball.
Giving you a glimpse into the future of your operations. Real-time
situational awareness sounds really useful. What's that about?
Imagine having a live view of your entire operation at any moment. A dashboard showing you the status of every piece of equipment, every single pipeline, all in real time. No waiting for reports happens.
That's got to be game-changing for making those quick decisions.
Uh-huh.
But AOM goes even further, right?
Oh, yeah.
With event intelligence.
That's right. Event intelligence is like having a detective on your team. It's not just, the pump failed. It's, why did it fail? What were the factors? Any warning signs we missed? You dig deeper. You understand the root cause. Prevent those issues from happening again.
So it's like learning from your mistakes, but on a grander scale.
Exactly, yeah. And that brings us to another powerful feature, predictive analytics. If real-time situational awareness is knowing the present, predictive analytics is anticipating the future.
How does that work?
Are always analyzing historical data, looking for those patterns, those trends.
Interesting.
And by recognizing those patterns, they can predict potential issues before they even happen.
So instead of waiting for something to break down, you can, get ahead of it?
You got it. Proactive steps to prevent those failures. And with AOM, it gets really precise with these
prescriptive recommendations. What are those?
Let's say you get an alert. A critical piece of equipment is wearing down.
Okay.
AOM doesn't just say, hey, there's a problem. It tells you exactly what to do about it.
Oh, wow.
Adjust these operating parameters, schedule maintenance, even order replacement parts.
It's like a virtual expert guiding you. This is incredible. But it sounds like AOM is towards something even more advanced.
Yeah, we're starting to see something called agentic workflows.
Agentic workflows, okay.
Imagine AI agents that actually carry out those recommendations automatically.
So like AI taking over. Robots.
Not quite, not robots taking over. It's about empowering people. Those AI agents, tasks, freeing up your teams to focus on the more complex, strategic stuff.
Like having an assistant who never sleeps, never needs a coffee break.
That's a great way to put it. And this agentic workflow thing, it's just the beginning. AOM is constantly pushing the boundaries. It's exciting to see where it'll go next.
This is pretty mind-blowing. We've covered laws here and give our listeners a moment to catch up. AOM has this amazing potential to change how businesses operate. We'll be right back to look at some real-world examples of AOM in action. Stick with us. It gets even more interesting.
It's one thing to talk about it, right? But seeing AOM in action, that's where it gets real.
Yeah, for sure. Got any examples, using AOM to shake things up?
Absolutely. Let's start with oil and gas.
Okay.
They're using it for everything. Remote operations, drilling optimization, energy efficiency. Imagine controlling offshore platforms from miles away.
Wow.
Using those digital twins to simulate different scenarios, making changes in real time.
That's level remote control.
It is, and it's a huge boost for efficiency and safety.
Makes sense.
And it's not just those two, it's sustainability too. AOM helps these companies reduce their environmental impact, optimizing energy use, minimizing waste. One company, they saw a 15% reduction in their carbon footprint just by using AOM to opt work.
15%, that's a big number. So AOM, it's like a triple win. More efficient, safer, and better for the environment. What about other industries, though?
Oh, AOM's making waves in mining, too.
Okay.
They're using it to reduce downtime, improve how much those mills are available, optimize feed rates, big cost savings there, and, of course, more production. One mining company, they cut their percent just by using AOM to predict equipment failures and doing that proactive maintenance.
So it's squeezing more value out of these huge operations. It's fascinating how this technology can work in such different places. Any other examples come to mind?
Water industry, that's a great one.
Okay.
They're using AOM to make water cleaner, optimize those chemical driven, predict when service might get interrupted. One water utility, they cut service disruptions by 50% just by using AOM to find those potential leaks and fix them before they became a problem.
So it's not just about business, right?
Right.
It's about making those essential services more reliable. It's making a real difference.
Absolutely. The technology keeps getting better. We'll see even more creative uses for AOM. I'm sure of it.
Now, let's say a company is listening to this and they're thinking, okay, we need this.
Yeah.
Where do they even start? It feels like a lot.
It can be, yeah, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. We have something called the bowling alley strategy. Think big, start small, scale fast.
Bowling alley strategy.
It's about changing everything overnight. You start with a specific area, get some quick wins, build momentum.
Okay, so like what would be an example of that?
Let's say a company has this one critical piece of equipment that keeps breaking down, causing all these delays. They could start with just that, implementing AOM just for that asset, doing maintenance and real-time monitoring. They see the benefits, less downtime, more productivity, lower costs. Then they expand AOM to other parts of the operation.
So you pick your battles, the high-impact areas first, and they gradually roll it out. What are the actual steps in that process, though?
We usually recommend 4 steps. First, an awareness of everyone on board, understand the potential of AOM, how it fits with the company's goals.
Okay.
Then a use case workshop. We figure out where AOM can make the biggest difference. Then comes a pilot project. We implement AOM for a specific asset, gather data, show the value. Finally, the scale-up phase. We take what we learned from the pilot and expand AOM.
It's structured, it's strategic, but I imagine there are things companies need to consider to make sure it goes smoothly.
For sure. One of the most important things is having a really robust open architecture that lets you integrate seamlessly with your existing systems and make sure AOM can adapt to future changes. You don't want to get stuck with something that becomes outdated quickly.
Right. Ability, future-proofing, what else?
Another crucial element is knowledge-based modeling.
Knowledge-based modeling, all right.
It's about using the experience of your people, the ones who really understand your operations.
You're experts.
Exactly. To create models that actually reflect the real world.
So you're not just throwing data at a computer. You're adding that, the years of experience, the know-how.
Exactly. And of course, composability is key. We talked about that. Building solutions by combining existing things, integrating with those older systems. It maximizes your return on investment. No need to start from scratch.
AOM sounds powerful, but also user-friendly.
That's what we aim for. We want to empower those on the ground to create their own solutions without needing to be coding geniuses. That's where no-code platforms come in.
No-code platforms, I've heard that term. What are they exactly?
No-code platforms let people build applications visually. You drag and drop things, use pre-built components. It's a game changer. It makes technology accessible to everyone and speeds up development. Instead of just relying on IT, your experts can build their own AOM solutions.
So anyone, even without a technical background, can contribute. That's powerful.
It is. And it goes hand in hand with flexible deployment and scalability. Those are crucial for AOM to succeed.
Okay.
You want a system that works on premises, in the cloud, at the edge, and you want it to grow with your operation.
This all sounds incredible. But there must be challenges too, things to watch out for.
Of course, no technology is perfect.
Right.
One of the biggest things to consider is data security.
Especially in industries like these, oil and gas utilities, where the stakes are so high.
Absolutely. You need to protect that data, make sure your systems follow the rules, and making decisions you can trust. It's about building that foundation of security and reliability.
We've covered a lot. AOM, it has the potential to be a real game changer. But before we wrap up, I'm curious about the future. What's next? What should companies be looking out for?
Good question. One of the most exciting things is how autonomous AI is becoming.
So those AI agents, are they going to be even smarter, able to handle more on their own?
Exactly. We're heading towards a world where AI learns from experience, adapts to changes, optimizes things in real time without needing us to constantly tell it what to do.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little scary, too.
Questions about what our roles will be, what it means to have these autonomous systems. But one thing's for sure, AOM is going to keep evolving, and the companies that embrace it, they'll be the ones that thrive.
All right, let's shift gears for a second. We've talked about what AOM is, why it matters, how it works, but we want to leave you with something to think about, something to discuss with your team. As AI gets more powerful, more independent, what role will human ingenuity, that human expertise, play in managing these assets? It's something to consider. We rely more and more on data, on algorithms, but we can't forget the value of human insight.
Oh, that's a balance. You know, you need both.
Yeah.
AOM is a powerful tool, no doubt.
For sure.
But it's not a magic solution.
Right, it's not going to solve everything.
The companies that really get it, the ones that are going to succeed, they'll understand how to use the tech,
right,
but also how to use their people, their expertise.
Yeah, it's like weaving them together, the tech and the human element. Amazing tapestry of intelligence and efficiency.
I like that.
It's not about replacing people with robots.
Right.
It's about helping people work smarter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about humans and machines working together.
A symbiotic relationship, you know, each one using their strengths to achieve something bigger than either one could do on their own.
What makes AOM so fascinating, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not just about the technology itself.
It's bigger than that.
It's about how technology and human ingenuity can work together.
It is.
It's about creating a future where we can do amazing things.
And we're just at the beginning.
It really has been an amazing journey of AOM with you.
It has.
We've gone from the basics,
the foundation,
to real-world examples.
Seeing it in action.
And even looked ahead to what the future might hold.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And to our listeners.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
We hope you've gained some valuable insights into the world of asset operations management.
And the possibilities.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those thought-provoking questions. The future is full of potential, and we can't wait to see what you discover. And that's a wrap for this episode of The Deep Dive. We'll catch you next time with another fascinating topic. Until then, stay